Today we'll be talking about um how to find a balance or how to strike a balance. This one is my favorite. You know they find out.
Hello everybody. Hi. Why are you not showing me your face? See this one. So I do like let us pray. Anyways, hi everybody.
Hello.
My name is Adela, okay?
I am Lydia, okay?
Lydia, okay?
We are sisters.
Actually. So welcome to Frequently Asked Questions, Teens and Twins Frequently Asked Questions series. So this time around we are bringing it to YouTube. So welcome to my YouTube channel. Please don't forget to like.
Welcome to my YouTube channel.
Yeah, don't forget to like,
Subscribe.
and share.
Thumbs up.
Yeah, thank you. So right about now we're going to go straight into this. Is not like a very uptight video, so you might laugh a lot, and you will gain a lot of things. So pick your popcorn or whatnot and enjoy the ride. Thank you and God bless.
Thank you.
All right, so the first question, I have like 3 questions here, but we might just have some other things to say from the question I'll be asking. So from the questions I'll be asking. So the topic we're going to be talking about is balancing schoolwork, social media, and what?
Career.
And career. Yeah. So yeah, the first question I have here is, Lydia, what do you think about the word balance, and do you think it has any relationship with time management? Rest.
So I think I will start from time management.
Okay.
I feel like when it comes to managing your time, it's just you trying not to waste the little time you have at hand. As much as you go to class, as much as you are finding time to rest, as much as you want to socialize, are you sure you are doing this thing with the sense of, there should be a limit? You should have a time constraint. You should have the amount of time you want to spend on social media. You should have the time you want to spend with friends. Are you sure you are not a let us go out anytime kind of friend, and you are ready to go? And that happens because you don't have a balance. So that is down where balancing comes in. Can you say by yourself that you have a list of the things you want to be doing, and you've tried as much as possible to squeeze it into your time? So that is when you are not saying that, okay, I am managing my time and I'm also finding a balance to it. I think that is like what it is for me. Yeah,
that's very beautiful. I think that leads me to the next question. The next question, that how do you avoid like making social media take a lot of your time? These days social media is like a spirit. That when you just go on social media, you just have to like surf the net, and by the time you know it, before you like go back and check the time, you see that
TikTok and Instagram.
Time has gone.
Oh my God! Or YouTube Shorts.
Or YouTube. You will just realize that you've spent almost all the daytime on social media. Yeah.
That is something that I also struggle with. I mean, I've gotten better over time, but everybody still struggle with it. It's just that the amount of time we all spend on these softwares is that like different. I would say that one of the things that helped me personally is making very good use of my morning.
Okay.
So I plan my day most of the times a day before, not every time, because I'm not perfect, guys.
I get that.
I am not perfect. There are days I sleep off. I'm never gonna lie. So I plan my days a day before, and times when I don't even plan my days. I mean, I already have like an abandoned task from yesterday that I just jump on immediately after spending time with God in the morning. I'm a Christian, so the first thing I do is spend my time with God. After spending time with God, I jump on those tasks, and while trying to sort out those tasks, the other things align. Or maybe you don't even have tasks from your previous day. I mean, there are times that I just want to get started with something new, or I have an assignment or schoolwork. If it is to read in the morning, if that's like my major task for the day, I do it very early in the morning before I receive any call from any auntie or my mommy call me, or I know I have a class or meeting. I try to do those things in the morning, and then I have like my breaks in the afternoon. That's like where I now give myself. There was a time I was putting so much burden on myself, setting so much alarms every 30 minutes. Need their focus.
You got so burned out.
Need their focus. Trust me, I got overwhelmed. I'm not even going to lie. I got overwhelmed. Like, I felt like, God, where do this is so much burden. So I took it easy on myself. I mean, Instagram now, you can go there, set your time limits. Every 10 minutes you get reminded that okay, you're staying here for too long. Actually, go and do your work. Go and read your book. So one of the things that have just helped me is, I feel like something that affects people a lot is they don't come to that state of being very conscious of what they are using their time for. So if you are a person that you've been trying to be productive, you've been trying to strike a balance, there is no balance. There is no 100% balance. But you can make good use of your time in a way that you still feel fulfilled. I mean, every day don't just pass by and you just feel like, I have people that have said it several times. I just feel like I'm wasting my time, because if you are to actually like judge with the way we go to class, read books as a student, you won't be able to do any other thing.
Actually, that's true.
If you are a student that happens to, unfortunately, you go to class at 8 a.m. every day, I'm so sorry. That means you have to be sleeping early. That means those nightclubs you go to,
you have to stop
my dear, stay in your room and sleep. Sleep.
Right.
So times when you have to sleep early so you can wake up early. There are times I wake up 3 a.m. and that's because I probably slept by 10. That's because I've given myself time to rest during the day, like the previous day, the day before. I've given myself time to rest in the afternoon. Come to the realization of, okay, I have to be very conscious of what I'm doing. 2024, you are setting New Year goals. You are not going to let your phone rest. And then one of the things that also opened my head was the amount of data I was spending. Jesus, I was spending so much data on nothing. Like, I just felt like I wasn't doing anything with my life. Like, it was so much that I now had to even request for my own bank statement, and I had to start calculating
what's talking your money.
And if you are lucky enough to have an iPhone, they made it easy for you. You can switch off your apps. When you want to focus, put your phone on do not disturb. Don't let them call you. Or when you're in class and you have to save your energy, maybe immediately after your class you feel stressed, don't join those students that jump around. Those people, I don't know where they get their energy from, but me, Lydia, after my class, I'm going to look for a space, sit down, drink my water and relax. Save your energy times when you have to. Stay indoor when you have to. Don't be that friend that people see as I don't want to go out alone. Let me call Jumoke. Jumoke is always ready.
Go-to. Do you get?
Don't be that friend. This is 2024. So I think you should learn how to say no. That's also one of the very big things. Learn how to say no. yeah, some certain people would feel offended, but it's for your own good. Learn when not to and when to. There are times I also get bored and I say yes, but
Definitely.
times when I know I have things to do. In fact, I tell my own mother to call me later in the day so we could have a better conversation. Do you get?
Yeah.
It is just a way of communication. Most people that complain about this thing, I feel like they don't make an attempt to even communicate in the first place. They just judge and feel like, once I say no, this friend will not talk to me again. 2024 resolution. It's not going to work if you are not intentional and conscious about yourself, about your time.
Yeah, thank you so much, Lee. That was profound, actually.
Yep.
We're talking about that you do stuff in the morning. I feel like I feel like in this time management thing, like balancing schoolwork and everything, I feel like people should find what works for them. I mean, you find what works for you. You just realize that when you wake up in the morning after talking to God and all, the first thing you do, like, do your tasks, and you get really productive. So for some people it might be probably in the midnight, some people are night crawlers, I think you should find what works for you, and just stick to it, and be, just like she said, just like Lydia mentioned, like be conscious and intentional about your trying to balance your studies and work and career, because if you're not intentional about
this thing,
it will not happen. Like, you just that you are sleeping off your time, you're on social media, your friends are calling you for hangouts, for whatnot, you are going, you are everywhere. No. Do you get? So if you don't have that intentional plan in your head that this is what I want to do and I want to stick to it, this is my time, this is my timeline for today, this is my schedule for today, and this is what I want to do. If you're not sticking to it, you just realize that you are falling off of everything that you plan to do. That's a really good one. Thank you so much.
And one more thing. Okay. So we don't just want to come here and sound like, oh, these people are perfect.
Actually, no.
There are times that you have to actually make lots of sacrifices.
Yeah.
There are times that I don't sleep all night. I mean, I said earlier, Adiola is my sister, if you don't know. So we talk a lot. We talk every day. Yeah. And all of those things. There are times I don't sleep. And that is because I have lots of things to do. But when I can, if you call me, I'll just say, If it is your social life that you need to sacrifice, seasons change, trust me. Phases in everybody's life change.
Yeah, exactly.
And times when you have to make very big sacrifice, like not go out, stay in your space, please make those sacrifices, because it really do help. If it is your sleep, if it is to sleep all weekend and be very serious during the week, please do it. We are not perfect. One thing we still have to lag, suffer a bit, but at the end of the day, it doesn't have to like always suffer. I mean, if your sleep is suffering for your productivity during the week, balance it up during weekends. Don't now use your weekend to go to club.
Do you get?
Or use your weekend to go and gist with one friend. Let us know what we are doing. Again, 2024 resolution.
You are pulling your hair like shame, Bobby. Thank you so much. So the next one I have here is so there is this thing of I don't think spending how do I put it right now? Like, can I live a life and still succeed without like being on social media? Like, I don't want to be on social media, but it feels like life is on social media. What do you think about that concept?
Yeah, okay. So for me personally, trust me, using social media is one of the things I'm like really actively working on. I'm not just saying it. So when you say you're working on these things, don't just keep saying it or keep planning it or keep writing it. I mean, I've seen people that they want to work on certain things next year, but like, start now. No. 2024 is just in less than 4 days.
You guys,
like, still waiting now for January to come. If it is a day that you used in this year and you failed, you can still think about other things
True.
And that now comes to like discovering, like knowing what works for you. So for me personally, I've been learning, I've been going through trainings. I don't know if you know Victor Fatomi. I've taken lots of his courses. We've had conversations around that. As much as you want to say your social media should be for maybe you design just your work, there is a story behind that work. If you're a full-time worker, if you're a 9 to 5, if you're not a student and you're in your space, social media can take your time if you want it to take your time. If you use social media for a thing like telling your story, that's one thing I really want to be intentional about this year. Where am I going to? What am I doing? How did I arrive at this? I design, and showing my process is one thing I'm like really going to work on. And I'm already doing that. Are you a lifestyle person? Are you someone that you're still trying to figure out, what career am I going to do? Maybe you are going from class A to class B. What did you learn in cognitive psychology? Tell us on social media. Maybe your portfolio sometimes is not even what you do. Maybe it is more of how every day of your life, like what every day of your life looks like rather. So telling your story is really something that can help you grow outside your comfort zone. Because trust me, it can be very difficult. But maybe we are just overthinkers. Me personally, when I want to post, I like go through like 3 people. Is this caption okay? You don't have to. It doesn't have to be that hard.
Actually,
don't overthink it. It can be as simple as, I just left class since 8 a.m. I am hungry. Maybe you tried out a new food in your school. Put it out there, let people see. What do you do from your morning to night before you now go and sit it? Hey, by fire by force, I must design this midnight. Let's not be just when you are designing in the midnight. There is a lot more that can be like, that can just be done. Really, there is a lot more that can be done, and the easiest way to use social media nowadays, only if you want to put too much burden on yourself.
That's right.
People have setting goals for 2024. I want to put out my work, but they don't know that they can start with their lifestyle. They can start telling us what they even did in the morning. One of the things I want to do next year is documenting my life on the outside, and I'm not even joking about it. It now depend on everybody to know the things they want to make public. As much as you want to document your life out there, you don't have to tell us that you earned 2 million naira today. Do you get? That's where discipline comes in. You can be disciplined and also niche down the things you want people to know about you. Do you get? So really, I just feel like, don't overthink. Don't paint too much big, that big picture you have in your head. I have to be perfect. No. And there's also one thing people say. People don't like my post. I don't follow. My dear, before you get to the place where you would have 20,000 followers, you have to build something.
Wow.
People follow you when they've seen your content pop up several times. I have mentors that they've unfollowed me because they told me, Lydia, your page is too dry.
Wow.
I don't see you on my timeline. Why am I following you?
Wow.
People that are out there already. They started somewhere. Do you get? Like, you don't. Every one more day of showing up is a lot. You can't even say the clients that they've been seeing you and maybe they just reach out to you. You never can tell, really. So I would say, don't overcomplicate it. Don't think about the people that are liking your post. Just keep doing your thing. Do it for 6 months. Do it for a year. Everybody's time is different. It can be definitely. After 3 months of me doing it that I would get my first 1,000 followers.
Yeah.
It can be after a year of someone else doing it. Tell your story. Let us know what your day is like. Let us know the course you are studying. If you are a farmer, what bites you in the anything can happen.
True.
So like there is a lot more that can actually be done while you carry out your daily activities. If you are struggling with putting yourself out there, this is something you can try out. Let people know what is happening from your morning to your afternoon to your evening. Thank you.
True. You actually shake my tables. I'm just here thinking about my life.
Yeah. We need to think about it. 2024 resolution.
Because honestly, sometimes I just feel like I don't want to just be on social media. I just want to, but just like you mentioned, like telling stories, you don't know who is watching. Like, and honestly, yeah, there are a lot of people that I've met on social media and they have been like a positive influence on my life.
Same here.
Did you get? So I think it's just the part of balancing this thing with my career and everything. I think just finding a balance is what does the justice.
Know what works for you.
Just exactly.
We are not here to give you a cheat code.
To give actually, there's no, because even me, I'm still on this journey. And
exactly.
she's still on
everybody's still on this journey.
We are still on this journey.
We are just
so I mean, looking like we are
not perfect. Please, we are all working on ourselves.
Honestly, we are actually working on ourselves. So I think that brings me to the question of being a student. So a student who has, just like you mentioned previously, like a student who has like early morning classes, like 8 a.m., like back-to-back classes, 8 to like 6 p.m., 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. And this person wants to also have a career. This person wants a life outside school, probably maybe a job, maybe not necessarily a job, but something that could probably bring profit and also improve the person's skill. Do you get? So for a student who have back-to-back classes and who has a very tight schedule in school, how do you think that particular student can navigate through school and career?
So there was a time I had a conversation with a friend in medicine school, and she was telling me about, because really I know they do a lot, and she's a video editor. And I really envy her. And I was just having a conversation with her, and we were talking about how much time school is taking from her, and all of those things. And at the end of the day, I would still come back to the point of making sacrifices. She personally goes to class morning to evening, but the time she has after her classes every day, she uses it for very tangible things. She was telling me how she only goes out once in a month, which I don't think that is a bad thing if you're actually trying to go a long way in your career with school. I don't think going out once in a month is a big thing. You get to a point in your life where outside will be your second house.
Do you get?
So like, why not make that sacrifice now? She comes back from class and she sleep. She was telling me, she said, Lydia, the first thing I do after my class is pour water on my head and sleep.
Wow.
Then she wakes up to think. Like, she think about the things she have left to do. She works till like later in the night, rest again, and then read. Wow. She said that's like mostly a weekly routine, like weekdays. And then during weekend, she now think of, oh, do I have to go to church? Do I have to clean my space? Rest? Wow. All of those things. The truth is, there is no balance. You can get what works for you. But even after that, I mean, there was a thing I saw about motivation and discipline.
Okay.
You have to be disciplined because your motivation level would go up, come down, go up. What happens when it comes down? You have to just set your mind at what you want to do.
True.
I won't say there is this is the way to do it. I won't say that because school is a lot.
Actually, it's a lot.
Only if you are going to lie to ourselves.
It's a
School
lot.
is a lot. And maybe you are not even a student. Maybe you do a very tedious work. I have people that they do 9 to 5, but their 9 to 5 is 9 to 2 a.m.
Wow.
For real.
Wow.
I have people like that.
Wow.
And they still struggle with a lot of things. Lydia, I'm not spending enough time with God. I'm not spending enough time with my family. Are there times you can say no? Or are there times you can say, okay, we've been working since morning. Can I take 30 minutes break? That 30 minutes break you are taking, are you sure you're not going to your phone? Are you sure you are going to rest? Or get food to eat? Healthy living. Please, I'm a big fan. I like food though. Do you get like?
Yeah.
Are you actually using that time for something that would help you to function well when you have to? Are you sure you are not spending your Sunday evening with just some of your friends in front of you? It's very important to have conversations.
Sure.
Yeah. And trust me, phone have made it very, very easy. You can plan your day. You have your calendar. Add your task when they are coming up. You just add them to the calendar. Set reminders.
Yeah.
If it's something that you have to be reminded
about, yeah.
like a week before, set the reminder. Set your alerts. It would pop up and show up. Just try to plan better.
Exactly.
As much as we make excuses, we can also make better use of our time.
Yeah.
That social media or platform you spend 2 hours on, can you make it 10 minutes? And one other thing I tell people, when you are working on yourself, you don't go from the 0 to 100 overnight. You start from the little.
The little, yeah.
I mean, this growth thing, this I'm working on myself thing, it can be that. So I just said 2 hours to 10 minutes here. It can be that for you, it is a difference of just 5 minutes. 2 hours to 1 hour 55 minutes. You are growing. Show up one more day. Just for 5 minutes, yeah. One day you are going to get to that point where you actually have that so-called balance. Maybe not perfect, because there are times that we are humans. There are times that my head can be hot and I'll carry movie. I cannot kill myself.
Yeah, definitely.
But don't go back to where you started. Pick up from where you stopped. There's more that can be done with one more day of showing up.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's deep. Too much oil there already. Too much oil. What?
You just a shy
shake it. Bro, shaking table back to back, like bro, no, this is really deep, really. This is very deep, and I hope that people watching this would have, gotten 1 or 2 things from, managing your time, social media, your career, and schoolwork as well. I think that should be all. I would just want you to something I want to mention before we end this session is I have heard people who usually jump on like social activities while they're in school, like they have back-to-back classes and all those yada yada.
Okay.
And they'll still like excel in their academics. I mean, maybe it's that part of know what works for you, because I don't understand. Because why some people say they jump on social activities and they still have back-to-back classes and they still make like a 4th class or something, and some other people they can't do more than academics at that point. I'm just trying to I don't know how that, like, I know I'm not confused, but I just feel like,
get it, really.
Do you get like what's behind that?
I feel like everybody everybody out there, we are all different. Trust me, I have friends that right from secondary school. I still have a friend that right from secondary school, this is someone that it can drop from point A to point Z before an exam.
Wow.
And this is someone that will still compete first position with you. There are people that they read once and they are good to go. I have friends that they carry their book a night before the exam and they still pass this course. But you that you know that if you've not read it like 10 times, you are not good to go.
Do you get
My dear, you are playing with you know what your mama would say? You are playing with fire.
with fire? That's very true.
Really, you need to know what works for you. You need to understand. You need to understand what you are doing in every season of your life, because the effort you put in being a student might be different from the type of effort or the direction you go through if you are working class. So like really, we are all different.
We are different, actually.
And social media can really be a liar. Maybe it's not all of the people that you see out there that they are doing everything that they need to do to be on the to be a very good and productive person on the outside.
Right.
But I have a friend that recently got very depressed, and this is someone that if you call her, she's always available. She's always volunteering. Me personally, I know that I need to reduce the way I volunteer because it's something that I need to do in a more strategic way. Do you get? There are people that through volunteering they even get to meet people that can help them. There is this message they preached it in my church, Made for Connection. It was even a series. We attend the same church, so she can relate. You need people that can pull you up. And there are people that through volunteering, that was why I said I need to do my volunteering in a more strategic way.
Emphasis on strategic.
Know what you are working on. Know if you are in that season where you can draw people up. Or you are in that season where
people are drawing you up.
People need to draw you up. People need to carry you like you are a thing. Do you get? So like you just need to understand your season and you need to know who you are, what works for you, when to, when not to. Don't compare yourself to anybody. I feel like that's one thing we just don't really pay too much attention to. Because if you're comparing to someone that keeps posting about the number of SDGs they are doing, the number of organizations they volunteer for, maybe you are not so close to the person and then you just get to talk to them once. Some of them are going through mental health issues. Some of them are going through health issues. Like some of them don't eat because they have programs to go for, they have meetings, they have events to attend, they have ulcer. Some of them are not actually doing well in school as much as you think they are. Because they come back every time to say, yeah, my exam was good. Some of them are not doing as well as you think they are doing. So don't compare yourself with anybody. Don't do that, please. Do not do that. That is a criminal offense.
What's just it's a drop off line. What they used to say? Like they'll say it and drop the mic.
Drop mic. It's a criminal offense. Don't do that.
Don't do that. This is a very beautiful thing. Even personally, I have learned from this session, and thank you so much, Lydia, for agreeing to do this. Thank you so much. And y'all, I think you have gained one or two things from this session. This is a yearly thing that we do, and next year, God willing, we see how it goes. I think that should be all. Do you have any other thing you want to say?
I don't think I have any other thing.
Okay.
More than everything I've said.
Okay. All right.
We can build on everything that we've said for like the past 30 minutes ish, and now work on it personally, understanding yourself, not comparing yourself to other people, knowing your season, knowing when to say no, planning your day. There are some people that they are always busy. What are they busy doing? Nothing. They play, my guy. So I think that's already.
Yeah, thank you
guys. Thank you so much.
Don't forget to subscribe,
like and share.
Bye.
Bye.